This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets. Workbook Nuggets was written to be a commentary or study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading the book's full commentary on today's workbook lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some impromptu thoughts and comments on today's lesson and my commentary. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 18, January 18. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. Your thoughts have effects, and those effects are shared. We take the physical world around us so seriously. We speculate and obsess over the various people, things, situation, and forces which we think affect our lives. But we rarely give even passing consideration to the effects of our internal world, our thoughts. This lesson is an introduction to a foundational truth of the Course. Despite all appearances to the contrary, our world is not primarily determined by the external things which we obsess over. It is largely made by our thoughts. That is, how we view those external things. Far from being just yours and of no consequence, your thoughts are the true makers of your world. They give it all the meaning which it has for you, and this affects those around you and further afield as well. In our everyday life, it would be irresponsible at best to remain totally unaffected by the people and events around us. That's not spirituality, and none of us would do that. But there is an equally misguided mode of behavior that we routinely and unthinkingly engage in. And that word, unthinkingly, is a pretty big hint as to what it is. As we have seen in the preceding lessons, it is your thoughts about the world which interpret and create it for you. Thus, your thoughts, your thinking, is at least as important as the actual people and events around you. Yet we don't, to quote the expression, give our thoughts a second thought. We are so mesmerized by the external that we absolutely ignore the more important second half, our interpretation. We have no awareness of the role that our past experiences, preconceived notions, and inclinations play in coloring and defining what we see. So you see why this lesson is reinforcing the fact that your thoughts are crucially important. A major purpose of the Course is to teach you to distinguish your ordinary thoughts from the thoughts you think with Christ. That is why this lesson is reminding us that our thoughts are never neutral or unimportant. They determine whether you see the illusion or the kingdom. You can't get more important than that.